Honey, are you alright?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm fine.
Do you want to go in?
Go in?
Go in to the house for dinner? Remember your brother invited us here? That's why we drove up here?
Oh, yes, of course. I'm sorry, I just feel very strange all of a sudden.
Well, I don't want to be here any more than you do, but we told him we would. And we're already here, so we can't back out now. Let's go in.
I know this place.
It's impossible, Roger. We've never been here before. We aren't exactly on the best of terms with your brother.
It seems very familiar.
Well, it's just like Vincent. Big, expensive, and empty.
I'm very sorry, but I'm unfortunately going to be late for our dinner together. I had some last-minute business I needed to take care of. Please go ahead and eat. I arranged for dinner to be prepared and waiting for you in the dining room. Again, I am deeply sorry, and I will be joining you as soon as possible. We have a lot to discuss, Roy Roger.
You've got to be kidding me. He invites us out here after everything that has happened. He doesn't have the decency to show up.
think the dining room is this way.
Good Lord, this looks delicious. So is this how rich people eat?
Barbara, I don't think we should.
Damn it, Roger, I'm not standing around waiting for that bastard to show up to his own party. Besides, I'm starving.
I just don't think it's safe.
If Vincent wants to poison me, he can go right ahead. At least I'll die with a full stomach. Are you going to eat, Roger? When was the last time you ate?
I don't remember.
What's wrong?
My neck. My neck really hurts.
Why?
I don't know, it just hurts.
What's that? What does it say?
I hope the dinner was edible. My cook is a former head chef at a 5-star restaurant. That was before he was fired, however, for poisoning 13 people. I'm joking, of course. Please, after dinner, retire to the parlor. There you will find a bar. Please help yourself. I hope to be there shortly. I've been told how much fun you have when you've been drinking. We should go.
Okay, I'm done eating.
No. No, I mean we should leave now.
As much as I'd like to, I think we should wait. I think your brother has the audacity to invite us up if it wasn't really important.
I just have the worst feeling about all of this. I feel like I've been here before.
As much of a monster as your brother has been over the years, I think we should hear him out. Give him one last try.
I don't like this.
Don't worry, Raj. We won't stay long. Which way do you think the parlor is?
This way.
I can't believe he would tell us to help ourselves to drinks. He knows I don't drink, not after the... Actually, I didn't think you drank either. I'm going to call home. See if Basil's giving Lori any troubles. Hello? Lori? This is Barbara. How are things going? Good, good. Oh, no. Did he give you problems when he did his homework? No, that's typical. No, I think we're still going to be out from late. I just wanted to check in. Well, hold on. Raj, did you want to talk to Basil before I get off the phone? No, that's fine. No, that's okay. All right, Lori, I'll see you later. Thanks again, honey. Bye. Sorry, Raj, but Lori had to go.
You really should leave. I have the most awful feeling about this.
Roger, please, you need to relax. You seemed so uptight and strange all evening. How many times has Lori watched Basil?
I can't recall.
Exactly. We've never had any problems. Relax, honey. It's fine.
What's that?
It's what?
It's a record player.
Hello, baby brother. If you are listening to this, it must mean that I haven't made it back yet. In order to entertain you both while I am gone, I put together a little game I hope you find at least mildly engaging, or at least nostalgic, as it pertains to our past, our history together. Now, I realize our more recent history together has been less than, perhaps, pleasant. I put forth an incentive for you both to participate in my little game.
Insane.
If you complete this simple challenge, there will be $5,000 in cash waiting for you. Perhaps you could use that money to finally put some food on those bare shelves of yours. Or even put some new clothes in those empty closets. We shall have even more fun once I return. And perhaps if Barbara has partaken in a few of her famous cosmopolitans, we could pick things up where we left off.
That pig, he was totally out of line with that last comment. Okay, you two. I'm glad you decided to play along. We have so much to discuss later. Let's start from the beginning, why don't we? Now, I know you remember playing Cowboys and Indians when we were children, Roy Roger. But do you remember the other game we played as children? During those long summers in Montauk? That's an adorable photo. Is that why he calls you Roy Roger?
I assume so, but that's not how I remember it. I remember being an Indian.
Well, clearly you're the one in the cowboy hat, darling. So what happens now? Where do we go next?
Fox and the Hound.
Excuse me?
That was the other game we used to play as children. I would wear a hound mask, or he would wear a fox mask, or one of us would wear one of the other. And we would chase each other on the grounds. And sometimes these chases would last all day.
It sounds fun. What happened when the hound caught the fox?
He was always bitten on the neck.
That's awful. How could the fox get away?
He didn't. He always got bitten.
That's a terrible game to play. Why would you play it?
I don't remember, Barbara. We were children.
Good work, you sly little fox. I hoped you would figure this out. Now, we both know Mother and Father favored you growing up, Roger, but even with their blind love, they could not ignore the fact that I was the one more prepared to take over the family business. Try as they did to groom me for success, you failed at almost everything you did. Simply put, they gave you everything and you let them down. Maybe you were right. Maybe we should leave. This is awful.
Father's ring.
What did you say?
Please. Continue.
The next question is this. What is it that Father did just before his death that signified that he had finally given up on you, and instead chose me to take over as family patriarch? What was Father's last physical act that was essentially the sad acknowledgement that he and Mother were wrong about you? What is he talking about, Roger?
On my father's deathbed, he called me my brother. And he spoke alone. Vincent was the last person to see my father alive. When he emerged from his room, he was wearing my father's war ring. And that was the end of it. He told me to leave the property at once, and my mother could do nothing about it.
What an ass. What makes him think he can talk to you this way? You didn't need them or their money.
But we need it now, don't we? My father's ring.
Hello. I'm glad to see you're still playing along. Let's do a quick recap of what we have learned about each other so far. For one, even as children, I have always been better than you, Roger. Whether it was shooting you with suction cup arrows or biting you on the neck, I have always gotten ahead of you, and always gotten the best of you. But I refuse to take all the credit. It isn't hard to win when you are competing against a born loser. Secondly, your own mother and father knew you were a failure. They never liked me. But in the end, they knew I was the stronger man. And as hard as they tried to make you a better man, you failed them. Over and over again. You failed even your own beloved wife. Failed her on even the basest of human levels. Do you think it motivates a man to succeed in life, knowing that his wife and mother of his child is a drunken harlot? I've had sex with your wife, and it didn't take as much encouragement as I would have thought. A few drinks in her, and she was practically begging me.
Roger, please. Let's just go.
Barbara, I told you. I already know what's happening. And I don't know how I know or why I know, but none of this is a surprise to me.
That doesn't mean it isn't killing me. Roger, I love you. I've loved you since the day we met. Remember? The day in the park? Roger, please.
honestly don't.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, Roger. I'm so sorry. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Barbara, I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I'm not anything. I know that you love me. I don't know why that is, or I don't know what that means right now. But what I don't understand is why this place seems so familiar and why I can't remember anything before we arrived here tonight. And the only way I think I'm going to figure that out is if we play this through. Does that make any sense?
Begging me to touch her. This is your wife, baby brother. This is the mother of your child. And that leads me to our last little game, little fox, your precious baby boy. Have you ever taken a look at him, Roger? I mean, really looked at him? Because I have. And I don't see it. My final question is this. Do you, Roger, my baby brother, really believe that the child is yours? Roger, if you have absolutely no doubts about your son's biological father being you, please continue into the room on the right. But if you have even the slightest doubt about the truthfulness of that whore of a wife of yours, and her using you as a father of her bastard child, then please continue into the room on the left. I have already proven here that your wife doesn't love you in a way that a wife should love her husband. Let's see if you can return the favor.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Why, Roger?
I don't know. It's just want this to be right.
I'm so sorry, my love. I chose the wrong room.
Hello, Roy Rogers.
So nice to see you. It's been a while. How are things going? Not too good at the moment, I suppose. But don't worry, baby brother. This will all be over soon. Do you know who this is? Oh, no. That's Barbara. This here is much smaller. It was not easy getting him. You're all very tight family, so getting him away and keeping him away took a lot of planning. But it's like Father always said. You put in the work, you put in the time, and you can accomplish anything. So, you're not even going to ask me why or even how? Well, the how is very easy to explain. Success and wealth can give you lots of things, including houses and cars and record players and private investigators. And when this is all done, it can also give you policemen and lawyers and judges. Very neat, very tidy. But it's the things that money can't buy that explain the why. Ever since Father died and left me with everything, there has never been anything that I desired that I could not have. And through it all, I've always been able to look at you, Roger, and realize just how far I've come. I know it's a perverse pleasure, but it's a pleasure nonetheless. As the years went by, I started to notice something eating away. Throughout all of your problems and all of your mistakes, you always seem to remain happy. Happy and loved. And while all the while, I remain alone. And it got to the point where when I was checking in on you to see what sort of mistake or blunder you had made in your life, I began to get jealous of you and your life. And so it got to the point where I thought I could just take what you had for myself. So I took Barbara. But the next day, when the sun rose, she went back to you and left me alone again. So now you see why I had to do what's already been done. You see, it is no longer enough for me to continually win, but now I need you to lose. And as you can see, I am happy again. I must admit that I am a little disappointed in your reaction. I've destroyed everything in your life. And yet, the word that best describes you is bored. Am I boring you, baby brother? My miles are fast. You do have a bite after all.
I'm not a religious man, Vincent, but I believe there's a place for people like you when you die. I've had a good life, a life filled with love. And that's something that you can never take away from me. What you are taking away from me tonight is only this night. A night filled with misery, hate, and horror. And that's something I gladly give to you. It's yours, Vincent. Yours forever.
Honey? Are you alright?
It's yours, Vincent. Yours forever.